Now listen, I was not expecting a lot when I spent 40 bucks on this Walmart survival knife from Swiss Tech. I mean, it's gotta be junk, right? Whoa, I don't know if you guys can see that. That tip is not even in the same line anymore. It is definitely bending, which is a good thing. You want it to flex. Let's see what happens if we keep going, if it's gonna break or not. Oh my gosh. Oh, what? Guys, this is a D2 steel blade made for the biggest box store in the world. We should be calling in the dumpster fire response team, and the discussion of durability for a knife like this shouldn't be even on the table, right? I mean, whoa, dude. Look at that. The flex is insane. Oh my gosh, that flex is insane. Okay, this is either gonna totally prove this thing to be like just epic, or, I mean, this is far beyond what I would normally expect out of a knife. So, come on. There it is. Woo! Let's see, does it go back in place or is it bent now? Oh my gosh. I'm not seeing a bend, guys. I think it stayed true. That was freaking wild. Wow, dude and dudettes, I am stunned. I'm basically speechless with the durability of this Swiss Tech KRAFTIG. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another gear review here at the channel. If you're new, I'm Aaron, and this is Gideonstactical. And just to make it really clear to myself on how much this can handle, I also batoned it through not only just the logs you saw with all the twists and knots and craziness, but doing it while I was hiking, and then decided to just go nuts on a 2x4, seeing if this is going to chip out, if it's going to chunk, if it's going to have some sort of major edge damage. And then even did our tip test with a full flat grind, which are not known for their strength in the tip. It was able to handle all that, and it's still here. There it is. It's still here. No chips, no broken tips, no warping, no bendage. It is just like, ugh, here I am. Rock me like a hurricane. And the only, that's not a chip, that's just their, like, I think they call it like tack light or something coating. That just wore right the heck off, but who freaking cares? It doesn't bother me. Okay, so durability is absolutely there. But I mean, anyone can build a crowbar or like a wedge, right? I mean, how does the edge geometry actually work for cutting tasks? What we put a knife through? Is it just so thick behind the edge? Oh, whatever, dude. Whatever. Look at that. And that is after that insane pounding and like 2 days worth of work with this thing, dude. Oh my gosh. All right. Okay. I see you, Swiss Tech. I see you. All right, I get it. You're gonna probably want to zippity dude all right through this thing, or get caught on that stupid Ricasso. There it is. Yep. Get it. Right. Yep. Okay. I definitely have a good shelf right there. That's pretty confident. I feel like I have pretty good confidence right there. We'll get a decent pierce. Food prep. Now, I don't know, this wore off really fast. I would be a little leery of that, but let's just see. See, I can kind of like grab it like that. I mean, gosh, I've seen worse, dude. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I have definitely seen worse. And that is right at the impact points. That is freaking crazy sauce. After all that, oh my gosh. Dude, this is scary. This is freaking scary. I mean, obviously there are better tools out there, but gosh, in a pinch. Holy guacamole, Batman. Look at those. They're like spinning, dude. My Mora's gonna have a hard time keeping up with that. There it is, guys. That's a working blade. That is with a factory edge, all of the abuse that you saw, and we're back at it, and that's the type of cutting power it's got. It's got finesse enough for this size of knife, you know, camp knife being 10 ounces, 0.2 on the stock thickness. We're looking at like, I don't know, 4.75 cutting edge, 5 inches overall on a full flat grind. Actually, I want to know if it will throw sparks here with the coating. What do we think? Will it do it? I don't know. Whoa! Guys, dude, that is a working knife. That is stunning. Now, we got to talk about handles. We got to talk about sheath. But at any point, for whatever reason, YouTube's being kind of goofy and won't let me tag this specific tool. So I'm tagging some other Swiss Tech products. If you want, you can click that. It'll take you over to Walmart and then just search the Swiss Tech KRAFTIG and you'll find it right there. And when I'm making this video, it's 40 bucks, which is bonkers. But, I mean, let's get real, right? We got a working blade portion, but what, I mean, there's going to be some problems here, right? I would think with the handle, there's got to be some problems with the sheath. Is it really worth those 40 bucks? Or the better options? Might have one. And we'll get to that in just a second, but I'm a little thirsty, guys. I got to just kind of wet my whistle here. Don't mind me. So, you know, being able to have hydration on demand and not have it be attached to a water bladder is awesome. And that's why I keep using Hardside Hydration's swig rig system and why they're a great sponsor here at the channel, because it attaches to any exterior water bottle. In this case, I'm using a smart bottle with their ultralight swig rig, but you can get the original and that will attach to most wide mouth water bottles like a Nalgene. It has quick releases, easy to clean, easy to keep an eye on your water levels, and easy to refill as well. And as an added bonus, this year they came out with their inline nano filter. So you can scoop up dirty water and start drinking straight out of that water bottle. It filters the water for you, just making that process even less time consuming than it could be. So it's just awesome. And using that in Wyoming this year on some backpacking trips was phenomenal. So guys, I'm gonna have a link popping up and it's in the description box below. I encourage you to check it out along with my 10% off exclusive promo code that you guys can apply site-wide to your purchase. So I invite you guys to check them out and stay hydrated on all of your adventures. Okay, let's get into the handle first. And yes, there are 2 issues I have with the handle. So let's talk about the good parts first. They're using black canvas micarta. Let's go. Come on, K-Bar. How come these guys can do it and you can't? I don't get it. Okay, contoured. Fully contoured. Handle scales there. Totally dig that. It fills out my large size hands extremely well. No issues. Palm swells. I mean, it feels better on the contouring than like the old Rats. And Rat 5, this is more ergonomic than Rat 5. No problem. You know, pommel out the back. And so that aspect, and with a little bit of light jimping, I feel pretty much in control and locked in that I could pierce. I could use it in a self-defense role, but obviously in all the, you know, bushcrafting and, you know, camp tasks that you would do, survival work that you would put this knife through. Okay, so to the downside. The downside is the red G10 liners first. Those are raised, and this is across the board with all the Swiss Techs. These are very sharp lips. They raised them up and kind of crowned it slightly, but they did not round the shoulders. So, I mean, if I pushed really hard and went at a 45, I could probably get a paper cut. That's how abrupt these little red shoulders are. They should have just made the micarta scales flush with the liners, then there'd be no issue. It would have been fantastic. It is fixable with some sandpaper. That's all you need, just to knock down that kind of sharp shoulder a little bit. Just take a little bit, buff it on all 4 sides, contour it around, and then good to go. So 10 minutes of elbow grease. Not the end of the world, but I wish it came from the factory that way. It does not, and all of them are like this currently in 2025. Sorry. When I'm making the video. Okay, so fixable, but whatever. The other one is not as fixable and is really dumb. It's this freaking non-existent choil. It can't be a choil, can't be a sharpening ricasso. What the heck is it? I don't know. The designer, I'm sure, was like, hey, check this out. And no one even like questions it, and they just made the knife. And that drives me nuts because it doesn't need it. I think they could have totally brought it back just a little bit. As it is, it's still functional. I can totally use it this way. I'm just further away from the edge than I need to be. So I did most of my work this way, especially gross motor skills, not going to be a problem. Now, it is just shallow enough that I could rest my finger in there. It does not fully encapsulate my finger, so it's like a halvesy choil, but I mean, it's kind of, I can kind of use it, but I'm like, why didn't you just like knock it out a little bit more? You could take it to a grinder and totally rework the blade if you wanted to. I don't think it's really necessary. So I don't know. I did use it every once in a while, and it kind of sort of helped, but I just wish that they had just brought it back. Like, so it's still functional, but it's just really dumb and not, I don't know. It doesn't work like it should, like a dedicated choil should work. Okay, so that's what's up with the handle. Good and bad. Leave a comment below on what you're thinking so far with the ergos. Now, what about this sheath? Is a fiberglass. Now, usually fiberglass is not a good thing with sheaths. It's cheap, and if I just drag this across fiberglass for a period of time, it's going to dull the blade. Here's what's wild. They have designed this to where when it goes in, there's a little bit of rattle, but it does not touch the edge. I can feel it in there, not hitting the edge. It's all up in here. Second to that, when you deploy it, they've cut enough away that you're not dragging it across the fiberglass the entire time. So I have not seen any dulling with this knife because of the way the sheath was engineered. That's pretty impressive. Then we add to that it's got some lashing points right there, thumb ramp, so it is absolutely tactically deployable. Boom. Ready to rock and roll in a defensive role if you had to, but still has enough tension. It ain't falling out. Add to that we have a polymer belt clip that doesn't rotate fully 160 degrees, or what is it, 360 degrees? There we go. But it'll give you cross draw, gets you lots of options. Good belt clip right there. The downside, not ambi. So the 10% of you who are left-handed, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to cross draw this thing. That's the only downside. Add to that the other aspects that we're talking about. I forgot. There it is, a bow drill hole on top of that, on one side with that handle. Wild. Guys, for 40 bucks, the only thing that could come to my mind that really competes is the ODENWOLF W series, previously reviewed. I'll try and link it right here. This thing is also made out of D2. It's thinner at 1/8 of an inch. You can get it scanty or full flat. So you can see that the Swiss Tech is larger. This is a full-blown survival knife. I'm calling it. This is going in the top 5 best survival knives under 50 bucks in 2025. I mean, one of the best fixed blades, probably under 50 bucks, period, in 2025 that I've tested this year. It is mind-boggling. But if you want something that's kind of a little bit more overbuilt than just a Mora, you got a full 10 construction, 90-degree spine, you got an ambi polymer sheath. They've gone up in price a little bit. They're 40 bucks now. But it's a great alternative, but I wouldn't call that like a survival knife. This thing is heavy enough, thick enough, but also has the finesse. I mean, it's freaking wild, guys. Walmart's crushing it, dude, with these freaking Swiss Techs. Leave a comment below if you own one of these. How has it been performing for you? I am shocked. I thought this was going to be trash, and I am stunned. And if you're wanting to build out a go bag, and you're on a budget, or you just don't like, you know, what if the go bag gets stolen, or you just want to throw it in your truck, you know, go bag, survival kits. You want to give someone like their first kind of fixed blade to see if they're really getting into it, and then, you know, they can upgrade into more premium steels, more premium blades. You'd be hard pressed to find a more, from my experience, your mileage may vary, durable and functional knife with just a little bit of, you know, finesse here and there. Really impressive. What do you guys think about these Swiss Techs? Leave comments below. Are you stoked about them, or does it drive you nuts and you don't like them? Appreciate you guys. Check out the other videos. Subscribe if you haven't yet. And always remember to stay equipped, stay prepared. I'll see you out there.